I don't want to come on and moan and be miserable. That's
Mm.
not who I am.
I'm
Well,
trying to work out how can we not moan after that yesterday.
we
I
can't.
know, that's
We
the
can't.
problem.
Yeah, I know, I know. I mean, if you want to hear us, if anyone listening, if you want to hear us be happy and upbeat, go back to the start of the season. It was a great time to be alive. But look, so yesterday, obviously, we get beat 2-0 at Norwich. The last time that we did a flagship, what was it, after the game last Saturday, which seems ages ago. Friday night's game, weren't it, when we got beat to Oxford? We did a flagship. I did one with Darren, I think, last Monday.
Yeah.
I said to both of you, I can't see us going to these 2 away games and not at least picking a point up. Coventry 3, Preston 0. And yesterday, Norwich 2, Preston 0. Now, right, well, full peeling back. I went to a pub, which I won't name in Preston because they could probably get in trouble for showing it, I'm guessing, so I won't name the pub. But we went to a pub, watched the game, watched the first half. And I said to her, I said, look, I'm not sitting here watching this and ruin all day. The second that they nearly made it 3, as soon as Everson comes out and drops across, and they nearly score, I thought, I'm not watching this. Get an Uber. We're going back into town. So we got an Uber. I think I sent you to a video in the taxi, didn't I, fuming?
Yeah.
Critch, you were at work, weren't you, yesterday?
Pause 1 second, Lacey. What's it?
He does know we've started, don't we? Anyway,
Big time Critch has just gone off again.
Yeah.
Look at him.
It's all right, Critch. Oh, all right then. Is that a euphemism? Is that a euphemism?
I was at work yesterday, unfortunately. Actually, I'm going to call it fortunately.
Yeah, I know.
After another shocking performance.
Yeah. Darren,
Oh,
you watched the full 90 minutes. I couldn't bring myself to watch the second half. What would you say overall your thoughts are? Because I thought first half, going forward, I thought there was a slight improvement. But we just look so easy to get at defensively.
We do. You know, going forward, we like almost show a tiny bit of promise. Obviously, with Moran coming on and, you know, obviously working his, coming into the team and actually wanting to fight for a place. I think that he is a good player, that Moran. He really impressed me. You know, I was saying to my dad that he looks sharp, he looks energized, he looks like he wants to play. And they're the type of players that we're going to have to put on the pitch if we want to actually go out and get any points, you know, put them on the board going up from this season. But overall, though, lads, I mean, the performance was just dire. Absolutely dire from the rest of them. I could give credit to Jefferson. I mean, he was chasing down a lot and he was holding up the ball well, and I will, you know, give him that some credit where it's due, you know. But other than that, lads, I mean, you know, it's just the performances were just not on. Were just absolutely dire, and I don't even know really now, lads, where we're going to get a 3-pointer win from, or just so even a draw, even points.
That's it, innit? I mean, where do we sit now in the league terms? It's 17th. 17th. How are we 17th? Darren, are we out of the automatic promotion race yet?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Yes.
An update.
Unbelievable, though, isn't it? We're only 10 points clear of Oxford. Now, I'm always really cautious after last season because I declared us safe with about 7 or 8 games to go. I don't think it was 10 points. We weren't 10 points clear. I think we were about 8, weren't we? 7. But surely there's no way we get sucked in. We can't. We're safe. We're safe. I'm saying we're safe. You two, do you agree or disagree? I'm not liking the look of this.
No, I think we should be worried because some of these bottom teams are picking up points. And guess who's not picking up points and playing poorly? That's us.
Yep. You're right there, Chris. You are.
We're safe. We're safe. For the second season in a row, I believe in Paul Eckenbottom's ability to keep a team in this division. But like the performance yesterday, we were saying, Darren, that when Everson's not having a good game, you know that something's up. It's like we were sat watching it, and I was like, there were twice, weren't there, where he dived for shots that were clearly going wide. One of them led to the first goal, but he just looked off.
Yeah. I also just think that, like, you know, he was at fault for quite a lot of things yesterday. Obviously, the first goal as well. You know, okay, good save, but he parried it straight into the oncoming attacker, and it was, you know, he couldn't miss. He couldn't miss. That was 1-0. And then obviously then the free kick as well. So what was that wall doing? I think have they been told now that they're not allowed to jump anymore? Because Jefferson, he literally skims the top of his head. Jefferson actually looks up and actually watches the ball go over him. It was a perfect placement of a free kick. If he jumped, he hit his head and it went out for a corner or it spun off anywhere else. It's these little things that like you think, come on, lad, show some effort. We just look so lazy. We look so laid back. We look just like, we don't know what we're doing, no sense of direction. I mentioned it before on the video I did, no plan A, no plan B, not even C. I just don't know tactically how he sets up his team, and it's really, really frustrating.
Like, what was the game plan yesterday? Like, what was that game plan?
Tell me. I don't have a clue.
The problem that I think is, right, so I think Jebison had, obviously my mind's a bit hazy, but I think Jebison had a chance where he looped it over the goalkeeper at 0-0. And if that drops in, right, you know what I mean? You get the goal, they might have a bit of confidence. But the second Norwich score that first goal, I think you said it before, Chris, you fancied us to come back from this at the start of the season. Now, the second we lose that first goal, it's done. I knew we were beaten yesterday. You knew we were beaten as soon as they get the first goal. But to me, that says is there a lack of team spirit to not a belief that they can come back? But I don't know. It's people are saying the players, it's the same players that just did it last season where they let it go. It's not the same players. There's a couple in there that are the same, but largely it's a new team. So to just fall off like we have. But Critch, I'll go over to you. Well, I had quite a few when I put this Facebook post out. I read out what I put. This Facebook post. But I was annoyed at this point. Like, when you're watching North End, I don't like to get annoyed when they've got beat, right? But I tell you what happened. So we'd left the pub, at half time. We get to town. I said this to you before. And we're trying to find somewhere to get something to eat. Beer and wings, rammed. So I said, right, we'll have a walk to Adelphi. I get to Adelphi and I wouldn't say I dislike students because we're on a podcast, but they do my head in a bit, students, right? So we go into Adelphi. People are like, well, maybe if you don't like students, go into Adelphi, right? I'm thinking, let's get some food in Adelphi, watch Arsenal, Everton, yeah? Flipping, just students everywhere with these matching caps on and stuff. You couldn't get a seat, and I was just like, I just want to watch Arsenal, Everton. But I'll talk about the pub we went to at the end because that's my gripe of the week. But anyway, back to the post that I was going to put. So this post, 6 points out of 36. Sack him now. Simple. Not good enough. I told you all this last May, and when I woke up this morning, I thought that sounds so arrogant, you dick, putting that. But I thought, sod it. It's probably wound a few people up. So anyway, sacked by Leeds. Sacked by Leeds. Sacked by Sheffield United. Sacked by Hibs. Get rid. And when I just got off my phone then. I thought, I can't be bothered with the abuse that I'll probably get. Anyway, I woke up this morning, 113 comments, and you have a bit of the beer fear. And I was like, I said to someone, I was like, I can't open my phone. She was like, just open your phone. I was like, no. And I'm reading through it. Agree with you. No one was even giving me abuse. And I thought, well, that's when if Facebook aren't even coming for you. Twitter, I didn't get any abuse. So, Darren, you've read a lot more than me.
Oh, yeah.
Rich, all the fans now, not on our side, because we obviously don't want this. Well, no, we don't want this to happen. But we do now want it to happen. Do you think, both of you think, our fans think enough is enough in regards to Paul Heckingbottom?
100%. Enough is enough. What do you think, Rich?
Well, I did hear someone or some people say recently that we're lucky to have Hecky. So apparently we're really lucky to be 17th in the table and just plummeting and watching this awful football. Apparently, we're lucky.
Blessed.
But for me, it seems like a majority of the fans now are like, yeah, we all know it's a matter of time now. He isn't going to turn this around. There's not a chance. The way we are playing, he won't turn this around. So it's a case of we get rid of him now, or we sleepwalk into this relegation battle and then we get rid of him, or we get rid of him at the end of the season.
And that's where I'll come on the back of that, Critch, and that's where the frustrating thing is, because we know what Preston North End's like. We're going to stick with him because it's the easy option to do. and we'll in the part ways at the end of the season. You know, what I don't want to happen is the board to back Paul Heckingbottom now, go into another season. We manage to survive again in the championship again, and then we do a Ryan Law situation again, and we sack him a couple of games into the first game of the season or whatever. I can't be doing this anymore. Yes, okay, the manager has some aspect of dealing with it, the way the play is set up, the tactics, yes, but we've got to look higher. You know, things filter down from the top, and we need change from the top down.
Yes, sorry to interrupt. I did. That's one thing I have seen.
Not like you.
Posts. I know. Sorry, but I've seen quite a few fans blaming the board and the chairman and all the other people that are like the Riddler. They're all blaming them. But I'm like, well, hang on a minute. You weren't blaming any of them when we were fourth. They were great when we were fourth. And now that we've slipped down the table, you're saying it's the board's fault. Well, no, clearly the team does have potential. And we've got to ask, why is it not coming through now? Why have we slipped down this table? And for me, there's only one common thing that causes that.
I could come on the back of that as well about people not seeing the board as it is now. But obviously, looking back on January transfer window, you know, we were all quite excited about actually getting players in, right? We were all excited, me included. I couldn't believe we actually go out and bought a player in January. But now, looking forward on it and looking back on that, sorry, shall I say? Hang on a minute. We've got Callum Lang, who's got a glass hamstring, right? Who's probably going to be out for the rest of the season. We've got a striker in on loan who is not even good enough for the starting 11. The only saving grace was obviously finding a Moran, and that one for the future.
Yeah,
and he's not going to be like, you know, first team material now. No offense to the lad, he's a really good footballer, but we need players to perform now. You know, we had the best position. We were third, right, in this league, and then since the 5th of January, ladies and gentlemen, the 5th of January, we've picked up 6 points. Any manager in any league, if they had the same record as this football club, he is getting sacked. He is getting redacted that same night. But why is it that North End don't do it? Why?
There you go. I mean, just quite a lot to unpack on what you both just said there. And I think, so now, the Hemmings, you said, Darren, it's got to start from the top. I'm seeing a lot of people directing their anger at the board more so than the manager. Now, I do think that is a case of they are to blame, okay? They are to blame for the running of this football club long term. But I think Critch does have a good point in terms of, look, nobody was on top of the board then. And I remember at the start of the season, okay? So you all know my thoughts on Heckingbottom. Really didn't waver. I never liked him in terms of a manager, okay? Nice guy, loves his cottage party, bless him, right? But so... And what I was told I was like, yeah, but it's the Armstrongs. It's the players that are doing so well. He's got a £50 million midfield. And people would say to me, yeah, and do you know we brought in them players? Paul Heckingbottom, so you need to give him some credit. And I thought, oh, okay, maybe. I personally do think it isn't him that brings in the players. But I've been told time and time again, no, it is, okay? So you can't praise him for bringing the players in at the start of the season, which is what happened, okay? And then in January, he's been left out to dry. Okay, he's been left out to dry. Lang, record signing, 2 million, okay? Moran, 1 million. Has a Preston North End manager ever been given £3 million, which I know in today's game isn't much, but for North End, that is a lot. He got £3 million to spend in January, which for us, it's not pittance. It's not pittance, that for North End. I think Alex Neil would have done a lot of things. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking of. To get 3 million in January. Instead, what did he get? Scott Sinclair for 1 million. If you give Alex Neil 3 million to spend, so it's not, I feel like he's not been backed in January. That's why we've not kicked on. I don't think that's quite fair. I think there's aspects to it. But at the end of the day, he had a squad that was clearly, we know this squad's good enough. I don't know what's happened. Dobbin, Devine, I don't know what's happened to this team. And my granddad always says this, and I never mention it on the flagship. He always says to me, Dan, does he improve any players, Heckingbottom? Does he get the best out of players? And I could say maybe Whiteman's been better this season, but off the top of my head, there isn't that many. Maybe Hughes, but does he improve players? But you're right. He has to go. I'm sorry. People are like what you said about the relegation thing. I'll be happy just to stay up. I'm sorry. I know I always get told you shouldn't refer to the other manager. You've got an obsession with Ryan Lowe off of it's just to wind some knobheads up on social media. But at the end of the day, yeah, this squad now is better than the squad that finished mid-table, okay? This squad now isn't that much different, yeah, than the squads that Alex Neil would push the playoffs with. I'm sorry, it's not. The midfield under Alex Neil were better, but we've got miles more options, attacking-wise and defensive-wise and strength in depth, this squad. So do we trust this guy next season to take us into next season? 20th, 16th at the moment. Obviously, it could go to 10th, but... He has to go. He has to go. My worry is this. I think we all agree now. He has to go. We go and beat. I think it was you, Critch, that might have said this. Someone said it to me. Can't think who it was actually. That the worst thing that could happen is we go and beat a Stoke. We go and maybe win 3 out of the remaining 8 and finish about 14th because then he will be here next season.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But that's a really weird position to be in where you're like, is it better for the club that we maybe lose a couple more games but stay up? I don't know what to say.
No,
I can't even say
to be honest, no. The best thing that needs to happen for this club now, Monday morning, Preston put a post out, that corner flag, and saying, news update on Paul Heckingbottom.
Going to happen.
When I click on that news update, I see that Preston and Paul Heckingbottom have parted ways.
No.
The best thing. Well, I know it's not going to happen. Critch, but that would be the best thing for this football club.
Yeah, of course it would. We can all see it.
And then, once we've done that, and once we get to this season, we actually can survive in the Championship again and go and get the next season, then we need to vent our frustration at the board again. Because we need to vent our thoughts and our frustration out and say that enough is enough. How many times now have we sat here? Obviously, as Preston fans, I know that we've done this, this first season, we've done the Flagship, but...
What a season to do it.
Sitting back in our chairs and thinking at the end of the season going, do you know what? Again, it's another season without the playoffs. Another season without even trying. Oh, well, at least we finished 10th this season, so this is a bit better. Oh,
yeah,
no.
We've got bottom 3 budget.
It's not good enough. Season after season, something has to change. And we're just free-falling. We're watching, I know it's might sound dramatic, but we are watching our football club die in front of our eyes. We really are.
I think that's a bit do you know what I mean?
But the thing is, though, Dan, no, because we've got to address this now. We have to address this now.
I feel like I've just set you up for something here. Go on, Darren.
Because people are saying that I always get this online. You put your money in. You put your money in. Listen, right?
You put your money in.
Right. The billionaires, right, who put pennants into the football club. Business is a business. I'm not going to go into it. It's not Dragon's Den, podcast, this or anything like that. I don't have to tell you how business is run, right? When something...
Would you smash Deborah?
Sean put something in the group. Sean put something in the group. It was really quite, it was very true. So when you put a car up for sale, right, you're not worried about, who's going to buy this car? Who would want to buy this car? There's always going to be a buyer for it. You put it up for sale, someone's always got their eyes on it. They've either got it saved in the favourites, or they're wanting a viewing, or they want to take it out for a test drive. You don't have to worry about who wants to buy it because somebody will eventually buy it, right? But it's the fact that the club just keeps everything so close to the chest and they just don't get the fans involved. And this is the frustration. This is the frustrating thing about it. It's just keep us in the dark, do what they want, and yeah, you've got to be happy because we're doing this for you. That's what it feels like.
Do you know, it's actually crazy that just coming to my head. This could be, we're on the way. If the season finishes tonight, in our, 12 seasons in the Championship, it's either 11 or 12. Our two lowest league positions are under Paul Heckingbottom.
Dan, so just go back a minute. Just go back a minute what you just said there. Sorry, Critch, but 12 seasons in the Championship. 12 seasons.
Thanks for covering for the dead air. I think it's 11.
But 11,
12.
12.
Well, it'd be 12 next season, won't it?
It'll be 12 next season.
That's if we survive.
But again, though, lads, 2005, our last championship playoff final. 2005. You know, what's going on? Luton, Ipswich, all the teams like that. Coventry are going to go up this season. Coventry are going to be league winners this season if they carry on the way they're going.
They're going up.
They were in the League Two playoff final like not so long ago, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
How did Blackpool get on yesterday? I'm not looking.
They lost.
Oh, I'm guessing they lost then.
We know how they've done.
3-0. Who are they playing?
No, they lost 2-1.
Oh, did they? Who against?
Doncaster.
Oh, Doncaster. Flipping it. They must be deep in it now.
Yeah, Blackpool are about, I think, 2 points from safety, and the team above them have a game in hand.
Oh, well, at least you might have some good news.
That is my only thing that keeps me happy right now.
Critch, if I said to you now, I can offer you this, right?
Right, go on. Offer me. Come on.
Blackpool get relegated to League Two.
Yeah.
But Paul Eckingbottom remains PNE manager for the next 5 seasons.
No. I don't want Blackpool to survive.
Don't do it!
No. Straight away. I'd rather Blackpool stay up and we get rid of him. Honestly.
Well, that's definitely getting clipped. Flipping it.
No. Honestly, I can't take any more.
Yeah. Do we have any positives out of these Coventry and Norwich games? Is there anything you can think, that apart from Moran, is there anything you can think, that was a positive? We didn't get beat 6.
Yeah.
To not even score as well. I can't really. Coventry, I think Osmajic had a decent chance yesterday. Was there any real good chances?
No.
Second half, you watched the second half. Was there anything? I can't.
There was a lot of action. To be honest, there was a lot of little moments where we were quite, good at passing it around in that final third, but nothing really that materialised. But one thing to go back on again, Danny, is just that the amount of goals we're conceding is a real concern.
With 5 at the back.
It's with that many at the back as well, it's a real concern. And teams are coming now thinking we're easy pickings, and I'm sure that's what Stoke's going to be doing in the next game.
I wonder if he'll go to a back 4 against Stoke at home. Obviously, he did in the last home game.
Oh.
I was hearing yesterday, Neil obviously went, and he said at the end it wasn't really like you would expect. I think most clubs fans would be on top. He said there was a couple of boos, a couple of applause, and not much noise. Whereas, I find that crazy. Like, if I'd have been there, I'm telling you right now, they'd have been getting booed. You gone all that way to Norwich, but I feel like most other clubs fans would be. I don't know. He needs to go.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered if it's tomorrow. It should be tomorrow, but I'm not bothered if it's tomorrow or not. My only worry is Critch, mine and your favourite man, lawyer, right? What happened is there was times where he should, I can say this, it was the right time for him to go and he'd win that game. And then I remember Bristol City, January 2024, it was right time for him to go, I think, personally. And Will Keane scored twice and we beat Bristol City. And then there was few other times. I think Leeds on Boxing Day. I think if he'd have lost that, he would have gone. And what happens is it just delays the inevitable. What you said, Critch, where I don't think there's any coming back from this. I don't think you can be manager of a club for 2 seasons, take them potentially to their 2 lowest fit. We've got Dobbin and Devine. We should be nowhere near 17th. Obviously, a few wins could turn that round, and that is potentially the worry, because I think if we finish 15th or above, I think he'll be here next season.
That's what scares me. Oh. That scares me, that fall.
Can't go on like this, lads.
I know we can't have people in the comments going, will you stop complaining? People are like, right, it's boring now. Can you stop complaining about Eckingbottom? Can you talk about updates from the club or other things? I'm thinking, we've got 6 points in 36, and what do you want me to talk about? Like, how Offia slips into the role at right fullback, or should he be the right-sided centre-back? No! We're going to talk about Paul Eckingbottom, 6 points in 36, 1 league win since January the 4th. Do you know what I mean?
And that's not even looking at last season as well.
Critch, if he was a Scouser with a I don't give a you-know-what attitude, would he have been sacked by now and would he have been forced out by now?
I'd be calling for him, and I think a lot of fans would be calling for him. But for some reason, Hecky doesn't seem to have the same. I'm thinking appeal. It's like it's just no one seems to want to get rid of him for some reason, even though his record is atrocious.
Yeah.
I'd be interested I seen a poll this morning on Twitter and I thought, should he go or not? And it was like Hecky out or Hecky out. So there were only two options. But Darren, you saying what was the reaction like online for I don't know, Michael Smith coming on, no Osmajic or Lukovic?
Again, just to question the tactics and bringing them into question. I think that there was loads of fans on X putting posts up saying how you can actually defend that in a post-match press conference. Forget my words out. How can you actually defend that? And him coming out and saying that he liked the way that we set up, and he wants all the fans to come and back us against Stoke on Friday night. I'm telling you now, lads, that's going to be, a disappointing turnout on Friday. It really is. It really is.
If we lose that one, I think he gets sacked. I do think that, but I don't think we'll lose. I feel like you can't just lose. I've thought this for a bit. You can't just lose every week. Eventually, we're going to win a game of football because we have decent players. Go on, we'll do predictions. Quick fire predictions now. We'll let Critch go first. Yeah. Go on, Darren, then.
No. Go on, Critch. Go on, Critch.
I predict Stoke 2, Preston 1.
I think that was the same. We got beat. Did we get beat 2-1? I think it was 1-1 last season at Deepdale against Stoke. No surprises there. I tell you what, 1-1 Hecky could do to make a swift return. Flipping heck. At the moment, it's 2-0, 3-0 Hecky. Darren?
I think we're going to put in a decentish performance, but we're still going to get beat 1-0.
I'm going to go Preston 1, Stoke 0. Stoke are in a bit of free fall as well, aren't they? I think they won, though. They beat Watford yesterday.
Didn't you say we were going to beat Oxford, Dan?
Well, yeah. We should have done, really, but...
Should have done.
What the hell, Critch firing shots?
Yeah, I know. Flipping heck. Big time Critch over here. How was your walk, anyway? Well, when I played that voice note, it was like, look... What time will we be finished? Because I need to go on a walk. I thought, I need to go on a walk.
I'm not going to walk now. I'm not going to
walk. 8 on a Sunday evening. Get your feet up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I think I've probably told you about that in here. So we was in, this will lead into gripe of the week anyway, but I was in the Guild. Is it the Guild? Yeah, the Guild last night, right? Go into the toilet, and these two lads, probably, I don't know, like early 20s or whatever. So I'm having a piss, right? And I just hear one of them go, "You're that guy off that podcast, aren't you?" And I thought, I can't be bothered. I thought, they're not going to give me beast. He was all right. And then one of his like, "Ecking bottom out." And then his mate was like, "No, he's all right. He's all right." And I'm just stood there, and these two start bickering against each other. He's like, "Oh, he's a decent manager. And the other guy was like, "No, get him out." I was like, "Why is he a decent manager?" But yeah. But yeah, my gripe of the week is this. So we went from beer and wings. We went to a Delphi, couldn't get any food, starving, needed something to eat. Yeah. So we go into the Guild. I'm thinking, right, Arsenal, Everton. I can watch this. Yeah. Get in there, sit down, order the food. The rugby is on the TV.
Oh.
The rugby.
Oh, no.
Food's been ordered. There's nothing I can do. I thought, wow, this day, I've got the rugby.
I think I would have walked out.
We'd already ordered the food.
I would have clocked it straight away. I'd be like, "Where's the point?"
I know. Order though. Listen to this for price. I thought that's pretty cheap. This we got. What did we get? Pint of Peroni, yeah. I think Malibu and Coke, right? Bag of ready salted crisps, yeah. Chicken dippers, chicken wings, and halloumi fries, right? 10 shots of baby Guinness, 35 quid. And I was like, when it's getting ordered, I'm thinking, oh God, this is going to be about 50 quid. 35. I was like, right,
wow.
Put rugby on all you want. Cheap that, isn't it? 35 quid.
That's good, that.
I think it might have been 6 baby Guinness. You know what can always tell when you order baby Guinness that whoever's working behind the bar is just like, Can you not just have the tequila rolls? Because but they've got to make them all like properly, don't they?
Yeah.
But do you two like baby Guinness or tequila rolls? What are you getting out of the two of them?
Baby Guinness, yeah.
I like them both.
Hey?
Like them both. They're both good.
Yeah. I like them both. Hey, funny you should say this. I've just looked on my side at distance when we got back.
Hey.
Drinking it out of a pint glass.
Oh, bloody hell, Dan.
Right, so...
Mental.
Flipping it. How I've made this podcast tonight. When I said I'd prefer to do it later, but if we need to do it now, I was looking at my phone thinking, please don't say you want to do it now at like 2 o'clock. But you two got any gripes of the week?
Oh,
Darren?
No, I can go for our football team just does me head in. Oh, I'm not going to lads.
Paul Heckingbottom.
Everyone knows, obviously. Well, if you don't know, obviously I work at the hospital in Blackpool. So, and I work with a load of Blackpool fans. Well, I know they're in no position to talk as well, but I'm going to get hounded Monday.
They can't say anything, can they? I've just got the league. They're 3 points off safety here.
I know, but they've always
Wigan have got a game in hand,
shit, though. They've always been consistently shit. We were third at one point, lads. We were in the playoffs. I was on this podcast. How do you think I feel? I was on this podcast telling everyone we were going to get automatics.
I need to find that clip you go, Darren, are we in the automatic race? And you go, yes.
I just know that's going to lead into some epic tune before the actual podcast starts.
That's going to be what I'll do, because I'll do a new intro for next season's Flagship. I'll find that over the summer. You must have said it after a game we won where I think it would have either been Bristol.
We were about 3 points behind second.
Yeah, I think it would have been Bristol City away, maybe said it, so I'll have a look. Yeah,
it was.
But Critch, have you got a gripe of the week?
I did tell you a gripe of the week, and I can't remember what the gripe of the week is.
I feel like was it potholes or something?
Yeah, in Blackpool, I don't know if it's the same in Preston, but in Blackpool, there's loads.
I've never known Preston as bad as it is at the moment.
Roadworks. I don't know if it's just in Blackpool, but there's loads of temporary lights freaking everywhere.
Well, don't go on North End Friday night then, because they put temporary lights right outside. The club. Can you imagine that at 4:30 on a Friday? It's backed up all the way. But
mental.
I don't know.
Mental.
Because the council are too tight to pay the people double money to work nights. But I don't know. Have we got anything else to say? Should we got any more abuse for Heckingbottom?
I want to bring up,
which always worries me.
Last night, obviously he'd had a few beers. Hi, Daz. He's a big Blackpool fan. So
here we go.
His thing was, he'd said he preferred Blackpool's last 5 years to Preston's last 5 years. And he proceeded to call the club beige. It's like, all you do is float in the middle. You don't do anything. And I'm like, I prefer to have Blackpool's last 5 years than yours. And I'm like, well, hang on a minute. You've just gone down and down and down. Your crowds are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're, all right, we're not good right now, but you're consistently bad in League One. You could be going into League Two, and you're saying you'd prefer to like Blackpool's. I know he'd had a few beers, but he wasn't that plastered.
I think I'd prefer to have our last 5 years, because they've just been crap for 5 years. But said this to you before, I would sooner have had Blackpool's last 20 years, because it had a season in the Prem. Yeah, you had the opportunity to do the 92 because they've been in all 4 divisions. Okay, you're not in the same league every season. You get to go to decent away grounds. You've won 3 playoff finals. So if I would swap Blackpool's last 20 years for ours, hey,
and the LDV. Whatever it's called now.
Hey, do you remember when we played Walsall? Only North End got knocked out to Walsall. We got to the final of the Northern section, didn't we, in the league, in the season where we won it against Swindon? Got knocked out to Walsall. I went to that 0-0 at Walsall. It was horrible. But we would have played Bristol City in the final. That would have been class. We would have both been Because at the time we were like the top two, weren't we? But look, are we done here? Is there anything else we need to say? Eckingbottom out. Eckingbottom in.
No.
Have we done prediction? Oh, we've done prediction for the stuff.
Flipping heck, Critch.
You're on the podcast, Critch. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Eckingbottom out. Get rid of the lot. Yeah, let's actually put a real bomb under it all and start all again, shall we?
Well, he's put the bomb under, he's rebuilt it, and look what's happened. It's still falling apart. So
he didn't put any bomb under it. It was a little firecracker you buy from a joke shop.
The thing is, the worry with him is he just can't halt a slide, can he?
No.
Once you're on a bad run of form, it just goes on and goes on, goes on. Like previous managers, you might lose 4, but then you'll scab a win and then win 2, and then you might lose 4. Or like Alex Neil, he'd be like that, wouldn't he? Where you do well for a bit, then bad for a bit, then well for a bit. This is just either really well or... But, anything else to say?
Got nothing else for me, lads.
At least I've got some good news. We only have 1 game in the next 3 weeks.
yes.
Stoke on Friday, Leicester on Good Friday. So we play the next 2 out of the 3 Fridays, don't we?
Yeah.
So it's Leicester away on Good Friday, and then Bank Holiday Monday is QPR at home. Fixtures. How many points? Let's do this before we go. So these are the how many points can you see us picking up out of the next? We've got 8 league games to go. Okay, Stoke at home. Are we going to get I'd say we'll get a point out of that minimum. No, you're saying
a point. Maybe.
We'll say a point. Okay. I think we'll get 3.
I'm happy to say that.
Leicester away.
No.
I
don't think we will. I don't think we will.
That strikes me as the sort of game we get. We got beat to Birmingham, who were in a similar position a few. The problem is now they really do know the season's over. So this is the time of the season where the mid-table teams, you probably expect to lose games against the teams fighting for something, don't you?
Yeah.
But QPR at home and Charlton away. That's a good chance to pick up points there.
Yeah.
West Brom at home. But that, again, like we said, they're fighting for the lives. Yeah. We're probably going to be, we won't be in Dubai, will we? But we'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll be, Anyway, Birmingham away. Can't see anything there. Sheffield United away.
No.
Last game of the season. We thought this might be a big game to try and get in the playoffs. Southampton at home.
We lose.
We
lose.
I'll tell you what.
We need to pick up these points sooner rather than later. That running at the end's hard.
Yeah, I know. Going to be tough, isn't it? I tell you what, our player ratings podcast that we do at the end of the season, I think that might be a bit different than it would have been. I was thinking this the other day. Would anybody have an 8?
No.
I don't know if they would now.
No. Not even close.
I'm excited for the. We'll do a player of the season award show. An award show.
Yeah.
Sub of the season. Yeah, I don't even own a suit. Pritchard, you've been caught recently. No. Do you own a suit?
Do I own a suit? Yeah. Got a few suits.
Did you get your Creamfields tickets? And that? She got hers the other day, and I thought, I wonder if Critch has.
Yeah, are they on sale? I didn't even notice. But yeah, we got
she got them Friday, I think. What day do you go to? I was actually going to say I might come with you this season, but I'm in London.
Oh my God,
no, I'm at Wembley. AEW were on at Wembley that weekend. Otherwise, I would have come.
Oh.
Do you remember last year, Critch walking around, going up to Blackpool fans? You'd be a nightmare. You'd be a nightmare this year. Can you imagine? So how is it in League Two?
My mates who come to my fitness classes, they are dreading it. If they're just so worried that they're going down. They're at a point now where they're like, "Oh my God, we're going down." And I'm like, yes, come on.
If they go down, I would. These away days in League Two that they could have, right? Grimsby, Crewe, Barnet away, Oldham away, Fleetwood away, Crichton away.
I was laughing at them saying, just think, when Preston are playing Tottenham away, you could be playing Barrow away.
Barrow might go down. Rochdale are top of the National League. So, hey, listen to this. I don't know if you've seen this. The National League, before we get off, right? So, basically, there's two teams at the top that are running away with it: Rochdale and York. York finished second on like 100 points or something last season and lost in the playoffs. Yeah, York are second again on 89 points. Rochdale are top on 91. Yeah. So it's just neck and neck, them two, yeah? Last game of the season, Rochdale v York. That is perfect, isn't it?
Wow.
I was actually thinking to myself, because it's only an hour drive, I might go. Bet that'd be good. That I think we've got Sheffield United away that day. So, but yeah, there you go. With nothing else to touch on, do we? I feel like I was like, I didn't really properly watch the game. What we're going to really talk about? We've probably done our longest flagship ever. It feels like it.
I know, yeah.
Although, to be fair, the first 15 minutes before we press record was spent with Critch trying to work out how to get his mic plugged in. Oh, we're 38 games into the season and we still can't hear Critch.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe. Right. Who wants to send us home?
Well, I just want to do a shout out to someone. That'll
be you then. Go on.
I just want to give a shout out to, he's always commenting on our posts. That's to Jack. I like him. He's a good, sounds like a sound guy. He's always commenting on the post, putting his opinions and coming across. So I thought I'd give him a shout out. He's always there communicating. Seems a sound guy, and he talks a lot of sense.
Yeah, you can tell, like, so he's commented in the past disagreeing with us, but he takes it in good spirit, doesn't he? Like, he'll have a laugh about it. But yeah,
it. We're not all going to agree.
Like, I think people can see what we put on Facebook and just think, look at these knobheads. Whereas really, I like to think we're all right. We just have a laugh, don't we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
to anyone, just don't take it too serious. Like, I've seen one or two people and like, oh my God, just don't take it so serious. Just chill out. We all have an opinion and we're just voicing our honest opinion. That's all.
Yeah, the other day someone was like, "You're effing this, effing that." So I can't think what. Do you know what someone actually put to me? Yeah, put you lot are bringing the club down. And yesterday I was walking through town, and he walked right past me, and I thought, I wonder if he'll actually say anything. And he just, I hope he does, so then I can be like, mate, look, do you know what I mean? Like, just have a laugh with him or something, because I like to think we're not dickheads. So if you get offended by what we say, we're just having a laugh, aren't we?
Exactly. Don't take it.
But one thing we're not having a laugh about though. Please sack Paul Eckingbottom Monday morning.
Make it happen.
Good night, everyone.